What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and in today's video we're taking an updated look at Kanye West's highly anticipated Yeezy Pods. In addition to these Yeezy Pods, we've also got some Vultures merch updates, so you might as well stay tuned. Now before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to the homie Strain Beats, who's been cooking up the beats for this video, so make sure you guys drop a like. And while you're here, you might as well drop a like and subscribe, as well as join our free Discord to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest. Shout out to all my chefs in there. Now it was a little bit earlier today when Kanye got active on his Instagram when he was posting these photos of his wife Bianca for her birthday. This time when he posted her, she was fully clothed and she was actually giving us another sneak peek at some upcoming Vultures merch. And it was while I was doing research for this video that I actually came across this photo from Marilyn Manson's birthday party that just took place. Here he is spotted with two other people that are also wearing some Vultures merch, and if you're wondering why the heck Marilyn Manson would be associated with it, it wasn't too long ago during the Donda album rollout that Kanye enlisted the help of Marilyn Manson as well as DaBaby to help form a kind of cancelled Avengers super team, if you will. Marilyn Manson was even spotted at Kanye's Sunday services, which also raised a couple of eyebrows. Now while I was wrapping up the research for this video, I even saw that tydollasign had reposted this photo of Marilyn Manson with these people, so I think that gives us an idea that he may also be involved on the Vultures album. Now in addition to this revelation that Marilyn Manson might be involved with the Vultures project, we also got this Instagram model here whose name is India Love, who was spotted wearing some all-new Vultures merch. I'm not exactly what her role is in this album or the rollout, however she was spotted at the listening party in Vegas and Kanye did say he wanted her out in the album, so that remains to be seen. Now to follow up this white Vultures tee, we've also got Guillermo here, who is the owner of an LA-based clothing brand titled 424 Clothing, who's spotted wearing, it looks like, the black long sleeve tee, which is another sign, I guess, that they're still giving these pieces out to people. Now you may have seen that these pants were actually uploaded very briefly onto Kanye's website at Yeezy.com, and they were titled Yeezy Test Pants, so I'm assuming that these will eventually be available in the future. And some people have speculated that the pants Kanye spotted wearing in the following pictures are of course these test pants that were once available on the website. Now at the moment they have a placeholder price of $33, but it's anyone's guess what the actual retail price will be. And knowing this release in Kanye, I wouldn't be surprised if they're at least $100 to $150. And while doing some digging into Kanye's camp and those that are around him, I also came across this post on Instagram which features some Vultures pants. You can see the Vultures logo that's featured on both sides of the pant leg very faintly towards the top there, and I'd love to know what you guys think about that one. And something else that I found that was interesting, which may be an inspiration for the origin of this Vultures merch, lies from this clip right here from the movie Sex, Lies, and Videotape. The actress right here is spotted wearing this piece that looks a little familiar compared to this photo of what Kanye was wearing towards the beginning of this Vultures album rollout. Now the interesting thing I've seen in a couple of comments on some of my other videos covering this merch is that there are different origins for the actual double-headed eagle, and I'd love to know in the comments what you guys think about it. And I also wanted to include this white Vultures merch which was spotted when Kanye previewed the song Everybody. Now speaking of Everybody, that song may never be released due to sample clearances, but one song that did unofficially release was the song Burn. We don't know if Kanye and his camp officially leaked it itself, but the song has officially leaked, so if you want to hear it, I'd love to know what you guys think. Now like I mentioned, we've got some updates in regards to the Yeezy Pods, and it looks like Kanye and his team are definitely pushing this one pretty hard. So much so that people have reported spotting some ads being run on Instagram. And when I see some of these shipping costs that people have posted online for these Yeezy Pods, I almost wonder if they have to run ads because of how outrageous this is. Now we have also seen some updated photos from Kanye's camp of these Yeezy Pods on feet, and if you're like me, the more I see these on feet, the more I actually think that they're really dope. And while doing research on this one, I also found this video from the same guy from Kanye's camp that shows just how portable these Yeezy Pods are. You truly can fit them in your pocket, and I'd love to know if you guys would actually rock them that way. And something else I found interesting while looking at the Yeezy Pod's copyright application is that they're also asking for use in terms of the audio space, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get some headphones in the future. And while I know Kanye is telling us that he plans to revolutionize footwear with these Yeezy Pods, I know that not everybody can see his vision. So I wanted to include this clip from an interview where he talks about just how important the design process is for footwear.
Tell me a little bit about the creative process where you design one of these.
It could start with a sketch, it could start with a vintage reference, it could start with a previous shoe that we created that we're making a newer version on. You know, feelings of films and experiences that I grew up with. Akira, the movie Akira, my mom took me to see Akira when I was really young, and the shapes and the color palettes and the general mood of the film had always been a big inspiration for Yeezy. Mm-hmm. And going to auto shows with my dad, you know, the first time I saw a white Lamborghini Countach in real life, and I remember the guy said I couldn't even touch the car, and I was obsessed with this car as a child, or, you know.
Is there any shoe that Countach is, you know, kind of represented in?
There's a little bit of Lamborghini in everything I do.
All right, all right. So
Yeezy is the Lamborghini of shoes.
The idea comes to you, you sketch it out, and then what?
We have a team of incredible designers. We'll take the entire design team to Japan. We'll take the entire design team to Zone and talk about, you know, where we'd like to take these ideas. And I mean, it's a painting. It's a spirit that's inside of it that's now translated into these miniature vehicles. I'm just soaking in all the shoes. Like, look at all these. Look at these designs. Look at these ideas all together. The protos, the versions that you've seen in actuality, and the versions that never quite made it. To be able to see inside of this, there's, you know, this is an infinite amount of words in front of you. There's so many prototypes that go into what you eventually get.
Now, I think this is a dope and powerful clip because you can see just how important the whole design process is to Kanye and how much feeling for the actual product means for him. And speaking of prototypes for these Yeezy Pods, I wanted to show off the Yeezy scuba footwear that was around during the Jesus is King era. Because although there are some major players in the fashion world such as Balenciaga calling him out for stealing the idea and design behind the Yeezy Pods, I think it's quite clear that Kanye's definitely been on the whole sock shoe wave for quite some time. Now, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you guys think. I think that the Yeezy Pods will definitely be revolutionary for footwear, and I can't wait to see them in hand. Now, with that being said, thank you so much for watching and cooking with the kitchen. Remember to stay safe out there, and remember, it's lit, straight up, and peace. And don't forget to join the free Discord.